Hello guys, Vengeancer here. Today we are back over at Navarne Steppe. Doing a little pot beast hunting, if you will. There's been a lot of stuff happened since the last video I recorded. I have moved on from Shira Ruins. I was hoping... I don't want to gather that. I was hoping my wife run through... And I can't remember if I talked about this or not, so I'm going to talk about it again if I already have. But I was hoping my wife run through a season, and I think I already mentioned that. So now we're over here because... I did get the ancient piece. So, I'm working on Valtara's memory or Valtara's clairvoyance. That's what I'm doing today. But I want to talk about some stuff while I do that. I don't know how long I'll stay here because I've got to be away from the computer pretty quick. But I figure we could get a little bit in before I have to go. I've been kind of all over the place. I've been on the fence about a couple of things. Diablo 4 came out. I was considering getting it and playing it, but I've been watching a bunch of content and stuff about it just to kind of see, and it seems a little lackluster. I mean, I played Diablo 3 a little bit with my brother a long time ago, but I don't think that Diablo 4 is going to be for me. What the world? Okay. That was strange. Alright, hold on. I gotta turn the ferry on. Can't see anything. Look. That bothers me. Like, why? Where's that focus? It didn't make a bit of difference. Whatever. I hate the night mechanics in Black Desert. They're so freaking dumb. It's awful. It makes me just want to log off whenever that... There's only a few areas that happens. Like, you look up a little bit. That camera blinding, I know it's supposed to be realistic. Like, oh, I'm looking at the light, it's going to make everything else dark. But it just makes for a terrible, terrible gameplay experience. Anyway, back to talking about D4. Yes, even like right here, I can't see anything. It doesn't matter if I look away from the sun, if I look up at this guy, I'm going to have to pretty much just look down at the floor. Well, anyway, we only got a few more minutes and then that'll be over. But back to D4. The game looks fun short term, but and maybe even the seasons or whatever they're talking about might be fun or something if they implement stuff right, but I was looking at some high-level gameplay, and it looked like the guy was... I mean, it looked like something like Vampire Survivors or something, where you're just wasting a ton of monsters, and it doesn't really mean much. So, I don't know. I don't really like all that stuff on my screen. It just seems kind of... I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. The low-level, early-on gameplay seemed fun, but the late-game stuff that I've seen didn't look very much fun. And from what I've heard, the scaling, so you know, it doesn't matter which level you are, the monsters scale to you, so you can be in all the areas. that probably doesn't feel very well. Guild Wars 2 tried doing that, and I guess it works for that type of game, but for a game where you're looking for power creep and it's all about getting the best gear and slaughtering just thousands and thousands of monsters and just, you know, doing that kind of stuff, the scaling makes it feel lackluster. So I don't know. Maybe I'll play it whenever it comes down in price. 70 bucks is very steep. I remember when new games were 30 bucks and then they creeped up to 50 and then 60. You know, and it's like, and even before that, you know, back whenever they first came out, they weren't even 30 bucks. They were cheaper than that, but now it's like 70 or 100 bucks, and it's like, you know, that's a commitment. It's no longer just a fun pastime. That's like, there's a Valtaras memory. That's like a full-on commitment. Unless you just got a very, very well off paying job in a decent area, the majority of people are not making $100 even in a day. Take home pay, you know. So it's pretty bad. But moving on. Now, back to the point of this video, and probably what I'm going to title it. Because I find myself hunting these potion pieces still. And I want to talk about my methods here in a bit. But for right now, I want to talk about these potion pieces. The new region came out, Land of Morning Light. You know, I haven't went over there. I refuse to take part in that poor excuse of content. I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm not going to rush and drop what I'm doing to go rushing over there. Because then I'm just going to have to sail back or Magnus back and forth. But I've been looking stuff up, trying to find out things. I guess the Dawn's gloves were released, which is a good thing. It puts another thing on my list that I have to do. But they've also added in potions that do a significant amount of more healing than what is going on here? Okay. They've added in potions that do a significant amount more healing than the Infini-Potions. So it makes me wonder, are the Infinity-Potions worthless now? And one of my guild members that I'm in a guild with said that those potions are ridiculously expensive. So maybe that's the trade-off. You have to carry around a huge amount, but you get twice as much healing. I don't know. I gathered a flower. I didn't want to gather a flower. But maybe they're worth it. Maybe they're not. I don't know. But I'm still going to do this Infini-Potion grind. Just because I'm almost done with it. I have to grind Monchums. Oh, this one disappeared. I have to grind Monchums, and then I have to finish off this piece here where I'm at now. So I basically have 1.5 pieces left because I'm halfway through this piece, and the Valtaras Clairvoyance could drop at any time. I will say congratulations to my wife. She's watching this. She's made so many tier 9 horses recently. I think she's awakened 2 in 2 days. She's been saving horse materials for like months. And we ran through the season, and she went ahead and trained up that season horse and made it into a courser pretty easy, which I've been trying to do to mine, but it hasn't wanted to cooperate. I still got about 6-7 levels to go, and it needs 3 courser skills still, so it's going to be a problem. But she made hers a courser, and she already had a couple of coursers, or at least one floating around. But she had previously made a Doom horse, and now she has made a, then she got the Pegasus on, like, try, like, 15, I think. And then, the other one was, see, try 10? 10 or 11? She hit the unicorn. So she got all three now. Now she's going to start working on the male versions of them, so that she can do tier 10 attempts eventually. But I think she ran out of materials. So she's pretty lucky when it comes to Doom horses and stuff. But she's always been lucky. If I take her anywhere with me in a party and grind for a little bit, I've gotten 2 ancient potion pieces that way. So I don't know. Maybe she's just a good luck charm in BDO. But that will be, I think that's her main mission, is to get like the best horse. And then of course she's runs through the seasons and gets all the free stuff out of them. But she's definitely not on that hardcore gear grind like I am. I don't. Just to go back to the potion piece thought, I've put a lot off in game to be able to grind the potion piece, right? So my thoughts are, I could go to a higher area. Sorry. My throat is not happy today. Fairy's breath. I could go to a high-end area, like say one of the Kaffir spots, like Thornwood or something, or Jade Forest, whatever that place is, and just sit there and grind Kaffirs until I get my chest piece and my helmet and my gloves to Kaffirs 10, which that is one of the things I'm gonna have to do next. But if I do that and it pushes my gear score up. You know, currently I'm at 300 AP, 352 DP, because this is Kaffirs 9, this is Kaffirs 4. Everything's Kaffirs 4 except for the dim tree, they're Kaffirs 9. I've been slowly putting the Kaffirs in there, but if I go grind the Kaffirs, or even dump all 40 bill of my silver into Kaffirs and do that, that's going to push my gear score even higher. And then I'm going to feel like I need to be in a high-end spot. And going back to these lower-end spots to grind potion pieces, it's just kind of stupid. So I've opted to go slower here and get the potion pieces out of the way, and slowly collect everything, Kaffirs, all the other materials that I might need for stuff. And then once I get this piece done here at Navarne's Step, and I don't know if a drop event helps or not, if activating drop percents, I don't know if that helps with, the Valtara memory drops or clairvoyance drops or whatever. I've never tested it, and I don't know many that have, so I don't really have anybody to ask. I mean, I would run a item collection scroll and tant buff if it did make a difference, but like I said, I have no clue if it does. So I just kind of come over here and gather. But my theory is if I just eke by and do hardly any progress while I'm waiting on these potion pieces to be done, and I actually knock these 2 treasure items out of the way, then I'll be set up to do a huge amount of progression very, very quickly. Because this long grind, you know, this is something that you can't speed up. You can't buy these pieces. You can't do that. I mean, you just have to put the time in or get super lucky. And you can't control if you get super lucky. So basically, you just have to... What are all these fairness running around here like that for? But you basically just have to put the time in and wait for the piece to drop, right? So I figure this is the long part of my journey, and once I get these two things done, that's going to be a good foundation, because yeah, the potion pieces, they take a couple of hundred health to 275, not quite 300 health every few seconds. My fairy has the cheer 3, so it has a 4-second cooldown, so for every 4 seconds that I'm below, I have it set at 95%. It'll tick. And it helps, you know. It's not gonna, like, keep me from dying, but it does help. And so that is a good piece of, and same with the mana. Like, I have mana absorb and I have mana regen skill and stuff, but the mana potion ticking constantly just makes it a little easier. So I'm going through the pain and suffering right now, just to kind of set myself up to have a little bit easier time later. And then I can start working on the DP gains that I need to grind the higher spots. I also need to go grind out the cups and stuff to get the extra health for my accessories. So that's my overall plan. Get the Infini-Pots finished up so that I can have a way of easily regenning. I don't have to constantly heal myself. And it just gives me a... Come on, let me gather this. It gives me a little bit of an easier window, so I just kind of have a little bit of a buffer there when I'm grinding, so I can have a little bit easier of a time. But moving forward from that, it'll be grinding cups and Caphras to go along with the silver. So I'll probably be doing Elvia grinding after I get these potion pieces done to grind out cup materials, and then once I get the like Elvia Serendia, however you want to say that, done, then we're gonna move forward with dumping as many Caphras as I can in. But all of this I could grind out silver and do this very quickly. But I would need my silver for other things. Right now, I need my silver for... I have to save it. I've got 36 billion sitting in the warehouse. And I could easily go buy enough Caphras to probably C10, finish off my dim tree and my helmet. Or get very, very close. And then move on with the Fallen God stuff, and then start on the gloves, you know. But I want my silver in place because my ultimate goal is to get the pen offhand. So I need to be able to have liquid silver for that, and I have a plan for that too as well. I'm slowly fishing my way up and buying up scrolls. And when I get to about 6,000-7,000 scroll written in ancient language, then I'm going to run all of them and see how many Caphras I have. Or not Caphras, memory fragments. That's what I get for trying to do two things at once. So it's nice and slow, and doesn't look like I'm making much progress, and I have been going slow for a little while, but it's one of those things where I'm getting all the pieces lined up, and once this one piece is finished, it'll give me a good foundation, and all the other ones will fall in place very, very quickly. Plus, I'm in no hurry, because the only real game content that is left for me is life skilling and doing these grinds for this gear, and then I guess waiting on new content like everybody else is. And I don't want to just content locust buzz right through it and then be sitting there twiddling my thumbs again. So I'm working on the stuff that's immediately in front of me, and then I'll get to the rest as it comes. I want to make a video here in the next week explaining how I'm getting my fail stacks and just kind of showing what I'm doing currently, taking advantage of the events that are going on and the season that is going on, and then basically I want to explain. So there was a comment on my last fail stack video that I was talking about, saying that I could just buy dragon scales. Buying dragon scales is more expensive than the method that I'm using. The cheapest method is to buy black stones and do it that way at the current price. Now, if they go back up, it's going to be a problem. But I'm going to take the middle ground and keep using seasoned coelacanths, and I'll kind of go over that. But yep, I am slowly grinding these potion pieces out. Of course, I'm not making any silver here, really. But I'm not spending any either. I'm losing out on potential silver by using my energy. But I'm not, like, actively spending silver to grind. And then Monchums, hopefully I'll learn a good rotation for that. I haven't really grinded Monchums. It just hasn't been a place that I've really wanted to grind. So I think what I'm going to have to do is learn the rotation there, and hopefully I'll make enough silver to cover my tent buff cost and my other stuff that I've been using while grinding. Or maybe I can make even more silver and just add to the memory fragments. So the idea is to grind out, collect as many Caphras as I can in the background, and collect as much silver as I can so I can pour that into scrolls while getting these potion pieces. So those are my current goals. But I did just have the thought about the potion piece in general, and I've been on the fence ever since my guildie linked the potions, and I've seen people in server chat linking them too. It's like, hey, imagine doing the potion piece grind and having the Infini-Pots, and then going to the new region and seeing that there's potions that heal 400 instead of 275. It must feel real bad, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of sucks, but I'm still gonna grind this infinite MP potion out because I've already got the HP one done. I might as well go ahead and finish this one, since I'm halfway done. And I could, on the weekly reset, I could take the Valtaras memory 5 pity piece quest, but I'm going to save that for Monchums because that's the one I'm actually going to have to grind. This one doesn't really feel like a grind because all I'm doing is walking around and dropping a skill every once in a while, and then there's a spider crawling on my wall. Not anymore. I don't like spiders very much. I don't know. The summertime is bringing them out. We didn't have hardly any during the wintertime. And I guess having 3 cats inside, they'll eat the spiders. They catch them and eat them. Cats are weird. But if they're up on the ceiling and stuff, they don't... you know, they're not going to get them up there. And they come crawling down the wall. But growing up in the country, I just got used to, like, you know, people just will make their bed when they get out of it. Hey, look, another Valtaras memory. Not getting very lucky today, though. Usually it's a double proc that I've been getting. Now I'm only getting one. A lot of people make their bed and then get into it, you know, at night. It'll be made all day. Well, living out in the country and just in older houses on and off throughout my life has made me realize you're always infested by spiders, so don't just go jumping into bed. You want to shake all your sheets out, even if you've had your bed made all day, because those little suckers get in there and hide. I got bit by a brown recluse one time while I was sleeping in the middle of the night. It didn't feel very good. It woke me up, and I had to I didn't have any skin eating and necrosis like happens, but where it bit me, it started crawling up my arm. It got infected very quickly within like a few hours, and I had like redness spreading up. You could see where my veins in my arm were because the redness was just traveling up my arm along the blood vessels in my arm. It was pretty freaky. So I had to go get antibiotics. So I didn't go sepsis or something from a spider bite. But anyway, as I was saying, I got sidetracked before the spider sidetracked me. Nope, 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 nope. We'll get you too. Are you gonna interrupt me? Valtara. Back to the Valtara's memory and not getting a double prop. But, so this doesn't feel like a grind, so I'm gonna do the pity piece weekly quest in Monchums, because I don't know how to grind Monchums. I've never really grinded there. I'll have to figure out rotations and stuff. And he said this is energy based, so every time I get a full energy pool, I kind of just run over here and dump a bit of energy and see if I can get lucky. Eventually I'll get all 100 pity pieces, or I'll get lucky enough to get the ancient one. Not a big deal. This feels like a more relaxed grind. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I prefer this type because I don't have to like do all these APMs. You know, I can just hit one skill, do mana absorb, and then tap my R button. And I can put something on the other screen and watch for a while and just kind of chill back and not worry about it. I will say, for a little bit of update in the life skill department, I'm Guru 30 processing, and I'm getting ranked on most things now, which is crazy. Growth, wealth, and sailing wealth, I don't have any of my silver on me. It's all dumped in the warehouse. Growth, obviously, I'm 62, so... we out? No, there we go. And then, Red Battlefield, I just really don't do that much. And sailing, I don't really level up sailing bartering, so. And it's crazy that barter, I'm ranked 30 with beginner 8. Nobody's playing. I don't know what's going on. Oops, I need to go this way. No, I don't. I'm losing my mind. And I will say the other thing that has kind of saved me are the seasons. They've been making fail stat gathering very, very easy. I got so many fail stacks. 2640s. We'll call these basically 350s, 1460s, a 70 and 80. Bunch of hundreds, and then the 30s are the ones that I'm farming. So out of random boxes and stuff, I've gotten like a 10 stack and a 20 stacks. But these 30s are the ones that I'm 100% farming, and to do those, I need to make a separate video on that. But basically, I'm fishing as much as I can for season coelacanths. Up here, I think I'll do one more here and then the next one, and then I'll call it good, because I got some stuff I need to go do, and I gotta get this uploaded before I go. Oh, but I don't have too much exciting news or anything. Like I said, I haven't done Land of Morning Light yet, and I probably won't for a while. I hate when that happens. So, the other thing that I've been thinking about is connecting Land of Morning Light to Velia and dumping my Grana connection, so that I can get even more of a bonus and dump all my trade crates to Land of Morning Light. And I'm gonna have to invest a little bit up there anyway, because the new Land of Morning Light area has the traditional cooking and alchemy utensils that are new, and they have 3,000 durability. They're basically an ultimate with 2,000 less durability. So they decrease cook time by 1 second, and they have 3,000 durability. It is by far the best. So I'm going to have to probably invest in that and make my tools up there from now on instead of in Glish, which is a little inconvenient because it's way the heck up there. But once the Magnus, I have it unlocked, then I can just transport stuff up there. And then I'll probably do trade crates up there as well if it gives a better distance bonus. I don't know. It's life skill stuff. I'm going to have to look at it. But just for things to look into, keep it in mind. If you're doing trade crates and a bunch of alchemy or cooking, it's definitely worth looking into. It just means you got to spend some contribution points up there. Hey, look, another Valtaras memory. And a flower that I didn't want. One of these times I was hoping I'd have the video on recording while I'm doing this, and the ancient Valtara will just pop up, but it would save me a lot of time. It's like I told my wife when she was along and I dropped that ancient piece while we were grinding her season quest out. You know, I had 73 pity pieces, but I was getting like 1, maybe 2 an hour when I was doing those, and she saved me like, if I had to grind that, I was either going to have to do the weekly 5 more times, or so that would have been 5 weeks, and it takes me like a couple of hours to get that much in terms of it. I can't quite kill 4,000 an hour over there at sheer runs, so I was doing like 2,600, so it took me like a couple of hours every week, so that was at least 10 hours grinding that I was going to have to do. She saved me like 10 hours of grinding, so I thought that was pretty cool. But I was hoping I would get some luck and drop the ancient Valtara piece and save me some time, and then I'll just have to do the Mancham piece, which when I go to grind, I will be grinding Manchams from now on until I get that done. And then I will be done with low level places that don't make me any money. The next thing that treasure piece I'll go for is the compass, and I'll be having to grind Ackman and Histria, which at least you can make money there, though. It's not as good as in high-end spots, but at least you can make silver. And it sucks because it's in the desert, but I do have a unicorn, and so I can kind of just run out there and find a portal and jump in it. It doesn't really matter which one it is at first, because I just need to grind and get the parts. So realistically, I would like to finish the potion piece and the compass before even going to Land of Morning Light, but I don't think it's going to wait that long because I need to set up my trade crates to make as much silver as possible, and I'm going to have to go through Land of Morning Light Magnus stuff to unlock the connection, and then I'm going to have to Magnus or boat out there and put in the node connection so that I can connect all the way up there. I don't know. I boated up there to Port Rat one time, but I haven't been back since, and I don't know how to get out there. So I think what I'll end up doing is moving everything from Grana. And I don't really have anything invested in this past Star's End. I don't have any nodes here that I really care too much about. I'm not using any of these resources, so I can take all of this CP back. And I would dump some of this CP as well. I could probably get a little bit out of that. I could get 3 out of there if I needed to. And then invest in that one to connect there. I don't know. I guess technically I could dump these 2 and this node and then just pull everything out of there, out of storage. But I don't have any workers going from Bear. I basically, this worker here is from Calpheon. Most of my workers gathering in this area are from Calpheon. So it'd be kind of one of those deals where I have stars in just for the massive pure magics. Um, Once I hit pin black star, I really don't need massive pure magics anymore. So if I hit all the pin black stars, then I can really save myself some CP and cut off everything from here out and just get rid of all of this line here. But the pin black stars are holding me up on a lot of stuff. So that is what the plan is. But if I get all that CP back, then I should be able to either connect from a Portaferia or jump straight from Velia up here to here. Whichever route I gotta take. Get up here to Achilles' Eye, and then maybe I can go out. I don't know. Or maybe I just have to go straight to Paddock's Island and then up. I don't know the node connections out there because I don't spend a ton of time out in the ocean. So, one of those deals. But that's all I got for today. I'm going to leave off here. And just wanted to give another update. Kind of show what I'm doing and that I'm not jumping into Land of Morning Light yet. I haven't even done the main quest for it yet. Look at all this stuff. I just had Ataraxians before they added that, and now I gotta go back and do the Magnus stuff. They give you a bunch of different gifts and stuff in there and different knowledges, but I'll go do the Magnus first and then worry about all this other stuff after. One of these days. Maybe I'll record it. I don't know. People don't really like watch questing though, so we'll see. But with that, I'm going to get out of here. I've rambled on and long enough. I think that's good enough of an update to kind of give you an idea of what I've been working on. Training horses, fishing, and when I grind, I'm still grinding out potion pieces. And soon that grind will be done because I'm on the other side of the hard part. Monchums should be easier than Shira, I hope. So, thanks for watching, and hope you have a good rest of your day, as always. Until next time.